Quake has just struck off the coast of Indonesia. The European Mediterranean Seismological Center says the quake hit near the Flores region at the shallow depth of about 6 miles. The earthquake was initially reported as a 6.9 before being upgraded to 7.7. So far, there's no immediate word of damage or injuries. We'll let you know once we hear more on this.
Whoa!
Update, we're heading down to the southern hemisphere to southeastern Asia, to the beautiful country of Indonesia, where on August 15th, 2026, they experienced a large and powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake. This earthquake occurred at a depth of 6.2 miles below the Earth's surface, with an epicenter of 8.1 degrees south and 121.2 degrees east, placing it off the northern coastline of an Indonesian island called Flores Island, which means flowers, about 8 miles off the coast. And Flores Island is part of the Lesser Sunda Islands, which is part of the larger East Nusa Tenggara province, which is the region of Indonesia, and located within the Flores Sea. Now, this area has a population of around 2 million people, and the epicenter is west of Palu Island. Now, tectonically, this earthquake is in a region of the Pacific Ring of Fire. It's a complex region where you have multiple major plates colliding. For example, the Eurasian plate, which is the Sunda block to the west. To the south, you have the Indo-Australian plate, and to the northeast, you have the Philippine plate and the Caroline plate, and in between, right over the epicenter around the Flores Sea and the Banda Sea, you have multiple microplates that are sandwiched and fit in between these major plates as they are moving, called the Timor plate, which is right where the epicenter occurred, the Banda Sea plate to the south, and you have multiple fault lines in this area. The closest fault line and the responsible fault line for this major powerful earthquake, the 7.7, is the Flores back arc thrust. Now, thrust means that the boundary where the two plates are pushing against each other is convergent, and it is a reverse dip slip, which means that the thrust comes from the angle of the reverse motion, and most of the larger powerful earthquakes around the world are caused through a thrust fault system. Then to the south, you have the Timor Trough, which is where the Indo-Australian plate is subducting underneath the Timor plate microplate and the Sunda block, creating the Sunda arc. Here we have the associated contour lines showing the amount of shaking that was felt from the earthquake, and the historical seismicity or the previous earthquakes in the area showing the veracity of this tectonic region. And this earthquake is the second largest earthquake on the planet this year, 2026. Recently, in 2001, the Flores Sea experienced a 7.3 magnitude earthquake, and close to it in the island of Bali in Indonesia, there was a 6.9. But this is a very powerful earthquake.